Welcome in then to the latest edition of Extra Time. Thank you as always for your tweets. Frank is here.
Yeah. Pad until you find the question.
There you are.
I saw you thinking about it.
I found it. There you are.
I want to know one thing.
Yes.
Why is it so cold in the studio?
Because the lights. So aren't you warm now?
No, I'm still freezing.
Really?
I'll tell you what it is, Frank. People were worried that the sweat was going to run off the top of your head.
Yeah.
Are you still cold now?
I'm very cold.
No,
very
like you warm up with the heat. Surely the excitement, the adrenaline of doing the show warms you up.
Well, what kind of adrenaline?
Do you know how
we're between friends, you know.
Do you know how he used to warm up for a match?
At the bar.
He talked. His warm up was. Chelsea's
I
warm
said,
up.
"Come on, Craigie, come on, Craigie."
There was one stage today that Craig physically gagged you.
Oh yeah, he tried to kill me almost.
I don't think he tried to kill you. That's a bit
I mean, he was assaulting myself, you know. He jumped on me and he tried to. Come on.
There was a big roll of paper.
Yes.
Like sheet. Well, it was. And I unrolled it at one point and went behind Frank, and I did try to restrain him from speaking.
See?
But not ever again.
Talking to my lawyer after the show.
Frank, did you play a game where France were overwhelming favourites and then lost the way the Dutch did today? What is your reaction in the dressing room?
Oh yeah, the first game of the World Cup in 2002 that we played against Senegal, and we lost 1-0.
So what happens in the locker room afterwards? Is there finger pointing? Is there blaming?
No. We all knew that we were into the cycle that we were like for 3 years before, and we won everything. We were tired, and we didn't try to find any excuses.
You were tired?
Yeah, we were tired after a long season, and we were really tired.
Oh.
And we hit the post like 3 or 4 times during that game.
Because the Senegal players, they hadn't played all year, had they?
Yeah, and no, we didn't try to explain to anybody, you know, why we lost and who was guilty for the. I think everybody made mistakes, and we all agreed that we were
tired,
bad. We were bad, and we didn't deserve to win.
No nap. That'll be it. Greg, what's it like?
What?
When you're
been tired.
I'm tired of you.
I'm tired today. Listen to this.
Like when you lose a game in which everybody thinks you're going to win, like that atmosphere afterwards in the locker room.
What, for club or country?
Either.
Any.
Yeah.
Not good.
No.
Particularly when you play in a cup competition and England, say, or Scotland, and you're playing against a lower league team. I mean, I think for now, my time, I can't remember it. Oh, Chelsea Millwall.
Right.
Kasey was in goals, went to a penalty shootout. Millwall went through. I scored my penalty, I did my bit.
Oh, I say, pass that
the guy's so selfish, he doesn't care about
exactly.
I came up, stroked it past him like he wasn't there.
Yeah.
But anyway, he saved John Spencer's.
Fifth shooter, yeah.
And that was in a replay after we played at the New Den. So that wasn't a massive, like 3 or 4 divisions apart, but it was a lower league team. Put you out, and and it happened at
but we were on a good run. We beat Arsenal in a replay again in the third round, then beat Chelsea in the
fourth.
fourth.
From the US perspective, like obviously when it comes to World Cup qualifying, you're expected to win every.
For sure.
Oh, don't bring up Trinidad.
You're
Trinidad. You're Trinidad. Oh, how bad was that?
Kasey wasn't in goal then.
But you're obviously you're expected to win your home games, get some results on the road, and qualify.
And what's it like when
It's not nice.
do people try and blame the goalkeeper?
If you give up a bad goal, they should blame the goalkeeper.
Right.
But no, it is. It's tough when you're the favorite. Anytime you're in CONCACAF, it's us in Mexico, right?
Yes.
And we're supposed to
steamroll everyone else. Maybe.
In Gold Cups, in qualifying, and when you do, I think when the U.S. lost to maybe Guatemala away in qualifying, the president declares the next day a national holiday.
Right.
So you know what you're up against, but you're still expected to go out and get the result.
I think it's still, we know that it's possible to lose. When we play a lower team, let's say a so-called lower team, we all know that it's possible, that the surprise can be for the other team. That's part of our game, and we all know that if everything was settled, they wouldn't be as nice as it is.
No, but it's just interesting to get that dynamic in the locker room.
Well, you're ashamed. At the end of the day, I think you're ashamed.
Right. Remember one game Scotland was drawn with San Marino at half-time, 0-0, right? And
There must have been a teacup.
Oh my God, what a shame!
Well, the manager Craig Brown came in at half-time. He said, you lot, you better score, because they're going to kill me. The media are going to kill me. He said, the left back's a waiter, the midfielder's a policeman, The striker's a plumber, right? He's a lawyer. I thought it's 0-0 at half time. We were like, oh. Okay. So he was already thinking ahead to what the reaction was going to be.
media were killing
Not
him.
good.
What was the final?
Oh, I think we got a narrow win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't score. He would have told us.
No,
Yeah. That's what I don't remember.
I did score against the Faroe Islands.
Right, we're not asking that.
I called against Andorra.
Right.
1-0, 86 minutes.
Nice.
Right.
86
No,
minutes.
my goal against the
No,
Faroes.
we were
Hey,
talking, that's the subject. We almost lost.
My goal against the Faroes shouldn't have stood.
Of course.
There was two balls on the pitch.
Oh.
But it was allowed.
You see?
Don't. First, I wish to welcome Frank to the US. You have a big job.
We've
trying
not
to-
said that.
Trying to
We
fill-
don't wish you. What is it? No.
Yeah, you didn't wish.
Welcome to the US.
There you
When
are.
are you leaving?
Right.
July 12th, because, it's a big day for me, July 12th.
Right.
World Cup 98.
Oh, God. How long did it take you to mention that? You have a big job trying
Surprised
to
he's
fill...
not got the World Cup on the top of his head.
Yeah, we're all.
Yes, that's why
I brought it with my luggage.
Did you
I
bring
have
the medal?
trophy. I have the trophy.
What are you?
You got a big job to fill Don's shoes, but I'm sure you'll rise to the occasion. Two related questions.
Hold on. Did they
from
watch the
today's
show?
match.
What?
Don.
Yes.
Don, he couldn't even dress up in the end. He had no interest.
Should Pep...
That's the
Gave up.
smell. That's
Should-
the smell.
Oh, wow.
Don's shoes,
Should Pepe have gotten a red card
When?
in the match?
What challenge?
When it was the
What
scuffle,
challenge?
the scuffle, wasn't it, in the end?
No.
No?
No.
Should Delict have gotten a yellow?
For what?
For the handball.
No, it's a red card for me. Yeah.
Why would it be a yellow? He's denied a clear
I
goal
don't know.
scoring.
I'm not...
Well, I guess the question is,
No, man.
was Blind close
TJ has the
enough
right
or
to.
not, and,
TJ Tarrega has the right to ask the question, but
Kasey, how
Yep.
tough is it to save a knuckleball shot similar to Hazard's today? Is this the most difficult kind of shot to save?
Yes. My thumbs, the first Nike ball that La Liga
Right.
played with, there's a reason my thumb bends back that way.
Oh, that's
is-
unnatural.
Is because of that ball, and it didn't swerve massively, but it would just swerve that little bit. So you'd go to make the save, and instead of catching it here, you'd catch it down here, and your
Oh,
thumb
yeah. It
would.
reminds me of an old coach of mine, Eddie Nizveski, former goalkeeper.
yeah.
But
What's Eddie's finger like?
yeah, they're
honestly.
just yeah.
His finger is like
Right.
No,
over here, and I
oh.
kept saying, I want to. Why don't you get that fixed, Eddie?
Yeah.
He liked it. It was like a big lump in it.
Ugh.
Same thing.
Yeah. Yeah, oh yeah, you know.
You don't know what we
things
put
don't,
ourselves
you know,
through.
they
It's
don't
why I
come
didn't
together.
want to be a goalkeeper. Or
No.
nice
No,
fingers.
but it is. It's that. But it's.
I like my fingers.
I think the most difficult part is that part where the shot comes, and you initially see it, and it's coming a particular direction.
Right.
And so your first instinct is, okay, there it's going to my right. I go, and then it's back this way, and it's just that part where then you either have to hold your hand up and just say, it fooled me.
Right.
It was in
And the
middle.
problem is when you get fooled, it's a goal.
Yeah.
When maybe the center back gets fooled,
Yeah.
it goes out for a corner or it comes off the knee and goes
That's why
out.
goalkeeper's the most important position.
It's why it's just a horrible.
I'll tell you how I judge
and
a
only
goal-
idiots would want to play it.
Yeah. I tell you the best way to judge whether a keeper would. Sorry, I was just getting my.
What are you doing?
I'm getting my
okay
mic
with
pack back on. It fell.
Okay.
Have you lost the
I-
button?
No, I haven't.
Right.
I asked. I always ask the question: would Xhaka have saved that?
Well, we know.
What a stupid question that is.
And if the answer is yes, then it's definitely a mistake from the goalkeeper.
Yeah, true.
The big man was having a lie down when the shot came in. You know, he's so laid back.
That's it.
Oh my God, somebody shot. I'm going to have to get up.
Frank, what does
hope he
Belgium
doesn't
have
watch
to do differently against Italy, especially considering injuries to De Bruyne and Hazard?
They would have to be more creative offensively for me. That's the main thing. And we were both said, I think, at the beginning of the competition that the Italians were the dark horses of the competition. So it's going to be tricky for every team we're going to play against Italy. Are you the favorite because you play against Italy? I'm not sure right now. I'm not sure Belgium's going to be the favorite. So now they will have to accept the fact that they have to lead the game in order maybe to win it. I think I don't know. I think it's like for me since I see Belgium playing since the beginning of the tournament, that they wait for something and they don't create something.
Right.
So maybe because of the personnel they have, because De Bruyne is not at his best, because Eden Hazard is not at his best. Lukaku is doing the job, but some other people have to step over to make sure something will happen because they have a fantastic squad.
Yeah, I thought Craig made a great point earlier in the
Really?
show. I know. I'll give you Craig.
At least one.
But we're
Some sort of alarm should go off.
One, he said.
But
One
we're
good point.
expected to see Belgium dominate possession.
Yeah.
And they got beat up pretty good, particularly in that second half from this Portuguese side. And this is not an Italian side that's going to sit back and let them have the ball.
Yeah.
And the way they press in midfield, the way they get numbers forward, Belgium will have to be much better in possession of the ball.
I think both will have to be better. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
One.
That's another very good point, Craig.
Well, Italy,
We're only halfway through the year, not quite, and that's 2 good points for me.
No, because Italy had one bad game. Otherwise, they
So did Belgium. No.
no, Belgium. Well, I
No, I
didn't
thought
find them
Denmark
fantastic
were-
for since the
I
beginning
think
of
for
the competition.
60 minutes
Oh, they were
against
bad.
Denmark.
Yes, they were poor.
Yeah.
Till De Bruyne came on.
Frank, was that vintage Eden Hazard that we saw today? And can he bring that to Real Madrid next season if
Was
he
the
stays
vintage
fit?
getting injured or the vintage
I
the
didn't
way
think
he played?
he wasn't anything
The,
special.
the thing is, we don't know where we can stand Hazard right now because of his injury, because of his fitness and everything.
Yeah.
I don't expect anything from him. I think he shouldn't have played almost the whole game. I mean, he should have been good and out.
Yeah.
you
In
know?
all honesty, Frank, I don't know if he should have even been playing in the Euros.
Exactly.
We saw what Spain did with Sergio Ramos, just saying, you can't be fit. Can we trust you to be a part of the organization? And what does that do for you in the future? Should Hazard have taken the whole summer? I know, look, I wouldn't have. I would have obviously tried to do whatever I could to be with my national team, to be in a competition. But now, again, we don't know the extent of this latest injury. But it's so difficult when you think of how much he's missed for Real Madrid over the last couple of years. He tries to get fit for his national team. Maybe he has another big setback, which then could set him back going into preseason. It's such a
You know,
tough
my
thing.
concern also about that is you put Eden Hazard where we all know that he's not fit, that he's not ready to play, where because you put him in, you have to put somebody out. And somebody who might think, you know, well, Martinez definitely doesn't like me because how can I be on the bench where the guy is only at 40% maybe of his possibilities?
And I suppose it's Eden Hazard, isn't it?
Yeah,
You
but
just-
your name doesn't make
Tell
the
you what,
difference.
The difference this could make could be, well, this could be the difference between Belgium winning and not winning this competition, is that unfit Eden Hazard, unfit Axel Witsel, because he hasn't played for 6 months. There's no way he can be fully fit.
Of course, De Bruyne.
Picking up injuries, Kevin De Bruyne. Already out, Thomas Castagna from Leicester with a face knock, which means Thomas Munayer comes in, who was horrible for Dortmund.
Yeah, he didn't
all
have
year.
a great season.
He didn't have a great season. And those injuries and the lack of fitness for some of these key players could be the difference between them carrying on and going out of this competition. Got away with it today, unlikely to do it again.
Kasey, are club managers secretly delighted when players of their clubs are eliminated early from international tournaments, resulting in a quicker return to pre-season?
I think so,
Yeah.
yes. I mean, there was times when I had managers talk to me about not going in with the U.S. and
Right.
doing different things. So,
Did Martin O'Neill tear up your plane ticket?
just saying, it's one of those things where I'm sure there is that little. I think first and foremost, they're excited that they don't get injured,
Yes,
and then the next thing is they'll get a little bit more of a break.
of course.
And then they'll be able to come into preseason that
Yeah.
little bit earlier as well. You know, I mean, I remember when we got knocked out of 2006, I was given 3 weeks,
Okay.
regardless of whenever we were knocked out.
Yes.
And the 3 weeks worked out great. I could come back. I had 2 or 3 weeks of preseason. I didn't have to go on the
tour.
3-a-day trips on the early ones, come back,
Yep.
play a couple games, get fit, go in. But then the couple German national team players we had that got to the 3rd, 4th place game,
Yep.
they were really back, the weekend before the season started. And so, yeah, it's not ideal.
It's
obviously,
horrible.
for a
In the
club
'98
manager.
World Cup, we had a lot of guys from Celtic go, and not just Scottish players.
Okay.
A lot
Sure.
of Celtic players
Hendrik Larsson.
in the Scotland team.
Yeah.
Then you had Larson,
They made it to what? 3rd? Did they come in 3rd in that tournament?
France '98, Sweden. Anyway,
Yeah,
so,
whatever.
So Larson was there. Martin Vikos was with
Frank
Denmark.
only remembers one.
I believe.
Frank only remembers it.
Pat Rieper
I
was
don't
with
even
Denmark.
remember who I played against.
And I tell you, I think we got 2 weeks, literally, and we were back in pre-season. And I tell you what, the next season, before we got to Christmas time in the Scottish season, almost all the guys that had been at the World Cup had been on the treatment table.
Right.
Well,
At some point.
Well, one of the nice things about playing in Germany then was you kind of got, and then you kept your mind on when the winter break was.
Right, and at least
And you could kind of say,
recharge.
okay, I've got so many matches, get through it, then I know I'll have a little bit of time, not only to help the body, but help the mind.
Craig, Don interrupted you 22 times during his time at the studio. Wow.
Did he?
How does it feel now that he's gone? Is it easier to get your point across? Wow. Who would you prefer, Frank or Don?
Makes it
There
easy
you
to
are.
get my I've never struggled to get my point across.
No.
I usually just swat somebody out of the way. It's always. I don't mind people interrupting or having a debate because we all do it. So I didn't feel that anybody interrupted. Don was here, so we gave him a little bit of leeway.
Or maybe
It's much easier to interrupt when you're not on the home studio camera.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier
That
to
must be
do it
annoying
you're
for
here
you
in
when you're
person.
at home in Paris
well,
and you're trying to make your points across.
Yeah, well, I normally don't do because first because I'm in France, we're far away, and we have a little bit of delay, so I don't want to interrupt because I'm not sure you're going to hear me. So
We
I
can
say
hear
I
you,
wait.
it's technology.
Well, no, technology.
You know what I'm looking
is
at?
perfect.
See that big screen?
You are
there?
you are interrupt
22 times I'm going to do it.
You interrupt me. Oh,
See the
stop.
big monitor there, Frank?
Yes, it's my TV.
That's where your big head's normally in.
Yeah.
No, I
very
don't have a big
off-putting,
head. I don't have a big head. But you
Don't interrupt you
just
22
interrupt
times.
me.
That's
You
worrying
just
that
interrupt.
somebody's...
I know.
That's
Why he wants to interrupt everybody?
He's the star.
It's worrying.
Let's talk to the three of us.
It's worrying that somebody has counted that. Don interrupted you 22 times.
I'm going to beat you.
Frank, will you be joining Stevie and Craig for some golf?
Well, I
No.
gave a.
Oh, sorry,
No,
Frank.
No, because he doesn't want to invite me.
I
with
will
other
invite you.
adventures, so I'm going to play the. Just behind them to,
Yes,
to make
yes.
sure with the driver I can smash them. You know. No, I gave up playing golf like 3 years ago. So if I want to go back, but I will have to go to the driving.
You can come to the
driving
golf
range.
course, no problem.
Final question. Since everyone has talked about seeing ghosts, has anyone seen a UFO yet?
Yes.
What?
I just thought I'd say yes.
Any weird sightings in Connecticut lately? The US government did release a report on Friday, so they could be out there.
Oh, I saw that picture with the thing we don't know what it is. Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know if it's coincidence, but weird sightings usually come after a few beers. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if there's a correlation there or not.
Yes.
I'm not sure 100%.
Do you believe in UFOs, Frank?
I saw some UFO, but on the pitch. Sometimes, you know, players who shouldn't be here and say, what kind of planet do they belong to? You know? But
You must have seen a UFO.
I think why it's not possible. You know, why we would be the only one.
Yeah.
That's the question.
But why would they come here?
Why'd they come here?
Just to tell us that we are doing everything wrong. You know? You know?
Come here to listen to Frank.
It's true.
Exactly.
After a couple of hours, they're like, oh, he won't shut up. Let's get out of here.
Because I'm always smiling, because I'm always enjoying being in the company of people. It's why they want to meet me. They don't want to meet Craig Burley. He's against everything, against everybody. So they want to meet Frank Leboeuf for sure.
Aliens?
You have to agree with me.
No, I don't.
Maybe,
You don't
maybe
want
not. Haven't met one yet.
You've committed, very much committed to
I'll
this.
wait.
That is it. That brings us to the end of today's show. Thank you very much for watching. We'll be back tomorrow to reflect on France against Switzerland, plus it's Croatia take on Spain. Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.